Yeah, this is Chaz Jr.
Oh, Chaz, little decal up there? Chaz Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Where was the instant replay? I was waiting for it.
It's over there. It's coming.
You gotta make the end up. We'll go slow-mo, right? Real slow-mo. Freeze action.
Yeah, I thought we had the cords for longer too.
Well, it makes sense. You said 3 to 5. I'm wondering if 3 to 5 are going to happen.
So they really need it.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's only 8.5. They got a lot of gigs down there. They got a lot of gigs down there.
Yeah, well, my wife was happy that they fixed one of the fans when she works out because she gets really hot. You know, I'm thinking,
Man, that's got to be
aren't you supposed to get hot when you're, you know? Anyway. But I guess when they start out and it's warm, that makes it even harder for her to finish. So she's
delay game. Someone's cut through.
Get feedback. Get feedback. He needs to warm up.
Are you just a racquetball player? Do you follow tennis at all?
Have you been watching tennis?
I love tennis. I started playing tennis.
Yeah.
I learned to play on red clay courts in Germany. That's all they had.
Oh, yeah. It's
Not many people
top
can
class,
say
I
that.
think.
In this country, it's if you play on hard, you know, clay courts. It's usually archery, which is the green dirt. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I like slow courts. It helps me.
Archery is a little less maintenance, right?
A little less maintenance than what?
Compared to clay.
Well, they just don't have the clay over here. They do like in Europe. I mean, they don't have it, period. So the alternative, the cheap alternative is the archery. But it plays sort of similar, you know? It's just, you know, red clay is something like red clay. I mean, certainly you ask the doll that, all day long.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's just, right?
I just think it's kind of interesting, the whole Djokovic thing, that they're not, they didn't let him play because he didn't get vaccinated. So now you got to wonder, well, what other tournaments is, you know, major tournaments is he not going to get? Yeah, French Open. Right now you can't. The situation could have
Oh yeah, it's on every day. I guess you gotta get up at 3 in the morning to watch some of those games, huh?
Now they play it over and over and over, and it's okay. But some of these players are just not. I haven't just, especially on the women's side, there's no connection, you know, because they haven't. Every tournament, it's a different winner, so it's hard to really get to know them that well.
Well, I mean, Nadal's going for, I guess, he's going for quite a while.
Yeah.
Everybody's wondering when he's going to be replaced.
Dom?
Yeah, the idea that he'd eventually be too old out to really.
Oh, he's still competing like crazy.
Oh, yeah, right. He's still
Yeah,
there.
this just the other day because of the heat, but other than that.
Well, my wife follows the big time. He much doesn't play.
So, when I was growing up, I went to Washington, D.C. tournament in D.C. And I was probably 20, 21 years old. And they were talking about, they were making a call for ball kids. And I thought, I want to be a ball kid. I want to try it out. I don't have to stay. You know, I could always do it for like one match and then just adios. Sure enough, I was a ball boy for several years. I was with the oldest ball boy there. And I got to see Connors, McEnroe. McEnroe was just starting out when I was a ball boy.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh, he was. Here's the story with McEnroe. So McEnroe was up and coming. He hadn't won any major tournaments yet. He won some small ones. Oh yeah. But he was the big thing. And of course, he still had the attitude. But I was sitting in the stands. You know, ball boys can watch all the matches. They could stay as long as they wanted to because they had free reign. So I was sitting in the stands and I was talking about it. See this new guy, McEnroe, play. That guy sure has an attitude. And 3 seats over from where I was sitting was McEnroe. in the stands with me. He was watching the guy play his match. He was sizing him up. That was his next opponent. I know he heard me. I looked over and I said, but I was able to actually get on the list. And I got on the list, and they had a place called the Capitol Center in Maryland. I don't know if you ever heard of the Capitol Center. They had concerts and everything there. They had, at one time, they even had women play the women's tournament there. So Martina, Chrissy, Angela Kova, who was a very good tennis player, she was towards the end of her career. Tracy Austin. I was ball boy for all these women. And some of them were younger than me. Tracy Austin at that time was younger than me. She was like 19 or 20. And her career only lasted a couple of years.
You live in D.C. area?
I lived in Maryland, but I wasn't far from the Capitol Center.
Well, that's why I said it wasn't like a big job to get there.
No. And then the same with DC. The same with DC wasn't too bad. But the only thing I didn't like about DC that much was the heat. It was brutal heat. They ended up changing the courts. They used to play on hard courts, right? So they switched it, and they ended up playing on hard courts because what happened is the French Open had finished, and people wanted to get ready for the US Open. Whatever one they needed to get ready for, it was on the hard court, so it had to be US Open. So the problem was they were done with the clay season, so if they wanted to have all the great players come and play there in DC, they had to switch it over to hard courts because it was in between those two major tournaments. The one thing that really, I got to do all these great tennis players, or never came to DC. American Dartboard, my favorite all time. I mean, Federer, of course, I'm crazy about Federer. I'm just not looking forward to him retiring. I mean, watching Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic play. I mean, what are the odds that 3 of them would have 20 major tournament wins at the same time? I mean, did the stars align? Does your wife ever talk about that stuff, or is she not into it?
Was Agassi still playing for you? Agassi?
Yeah, but he was, the ball boy thing was just before he started. Before Agassi and Sampras, which kind of sucked because I liked Agassi. He was real good. Until he got involved in the Royal Oceans.
Oh, Agassi didn't hear that much.
Yeah. You know, he wore a wig. He was famous for that hair.
Yeah,
long hair, and he wore a wig.
Oh, that was a wig.
Well, not the whole time, but towards the end, he was losing his hair in the middle, so he had to wear a wig.
Hey, lose my style here.
I never got to get long with him. It kind of sucked. But yeah, the Borg thing was definitely his career. He lasted less than he could. He could have kept on playing too. He was only 27 when he quit.
I saw a lot of good matches for free. Huh? I don't know what the
Well, I did.
No,
I would go to New York. I think my wife would enjoy it, but the heat and everything else, I don't know if she would enjoy it. But she wouldn't enjoy the tennis, but she would go there and shop and do all that other stuff. You know? Yeah, oh, more than that, probably. At least 3 or 4 days. I would waste some time. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Those were the good old days. I was still playing tennis back then.
their game. I guess theirs is back now.
Yeah, I can't even believe it because the guys, the women always, no matter what the tournament is, they play best of 3. The men, best of 5 in the majors. It's a whole different ball game.
Plus you're playing like every day, like it's not like just a light game, you know, it's a heavy game every day. I don't know how the body don't break down.
Yeah. And it's funny that you see that it seems like on the women's side they break down more than on the men's side.
You know, the joints, power.
Yeah. Oh, as much as they play.
Play like every day.
But if they want to keep their
Major match, you know, like it's just one
yeah,
game.
but if they want to keep their ranking, it's the way the system is set up. They have to play almost
Then you go to another one.
almost every week, right?
Okay, this one, we got a little bit of break.
Yep.
Amazing. I think you play a great game one time, and then you have to say every day.
I was basing the crime was that Chaz was, they were on the same team too. Chaz was backing him to get the shot, and Marc-Aldo was behind him. He stuck his racket back, whack.
Swung back like that. Okay, going for the same ball.
Well, no, I think he saw him, but he couldn't get out of his way. And Chaz's racket went back and whacked him. Cracked worse, and they replace it, but I don't think it's going to happen.